Hello, here, Church Street, middle of Church Street, on this busy Sunday afternoon. There's a lot of Father Christmases about. It's the annual Santa Dash event here in Liverpool. It's every 1st of December and long may it last. You see, I walk around here, city centre, and I can see the cultural change underway. Now, if anyone really believes in large numbers, new arrivals are going to embrace the Scouse fam, all our ways, belief, value, standards, and become the new Scousers, let's say, for the future, then you're either very naive or in denial. Because show me anywhere else across the country where new arrivals in large numbers, especially the culture that doesn't want to assimilate, wants to dominate. Show me where they've embraced their Cockney host, Brummie host, whatever host, and they've become the new community, no different than the one that they've replaced, if I've said that right. Show me whereabouts in Britain is that? Where is there such a community where new arrivals in large numbers? Let's take Whitechapel, the East End of London. Let's take Whitechapel as an example, right? Have those who have culturally changed Whitechapel became super Cockneys? Well, the answer is no. You know the answer is no, right? Those in large parts of Blackburn, Burnley, Oldham, Bury, Bolton, many other places that are being culturally changed, are they, let's say Hare Hills in Leeds or Bradford, are they the new Yorkshiremen? Well, you know they're not. They have replaced the host community with their own ways, beliefs, values, standards, completely different to what that community originally was. And the same is happening here in our glorious city. New arrivals in large numbers have no intentions whatsoever. You must be, as I've said, very naive or in denial to believe that they're going to settle here in our city in such large numbers. They're the new Scousers of the future. It's not happening. It's not me trying to exclude anyone. It's not me picking on anyone. It's the awful truth, I'm afraid. Like I've said, show me a community, a town, a city that has been culturally changed where there is no difference. It's exactly as it was before the new arrivals settled there. And you wouldn't know the difference. Where? What Cockney borough, as an example? Cite a Cockney borough where new arrivals have changed that place and it's exactly the same as it always was. Well, exactly. It doesn't happen. That's not the real world, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, right? And that's why we need to oppose any further cultural change of our glorious city, because, like I've said, they have no intentions whatsoever of embracing the Scouse fam. Now, that doesn't make them bad people. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it happens. That's the real world, I'm afraid, right? But it's no good for our city long term because it'll lose its unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. That's what happens. Our city will be changed. The future will be one of new Scousers, right? Different Scousers, completely different, right? Incompatible with the Liverpool we're all now familiar with, right? The new arrivals have no intentions whatsoever of embracing our ways, beliefs, values, standards, but imposing their own. Again, don't blame the new arrivals for that. That's just the way it is, but these reckless politicians don't want to address that. They don't want to deal with the awful truth. That's what happens. It doesn't mean the new arrivals are bad people. New arrivals are just doing what they do, like we do If we went somewhere in large enough numbers, we'd change it into a different place. Of course we would. So it's not, new arrivals aren't to blame, but again, that doesn't make it right. Of course it doesn't. Doesn't make it right at all. So therefore, we need to oppose further cultural change of our glorious city, because if we don't, our city will be changed. It will be taken from us. I don't mean it's going to be taken from us and moved somewhere. You know what I mean? It's going to be taken from us, and everything we remember it as, it's our city, right? And if cultural change continues, long term we will lose our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. Remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm still here, Church Street, on this busy Sunday afternoon. Really is a busy day. Not as chilly today as it has been lately, but still a busy day. Plenty of Santa Claus is still around after the annual Santa Dash, and long may it last. You see, long-standing proud communities, wherever they are, right, or whatever they were, should I say, you can't replace the people in those communities with new arrivals, believing that everything in the communities going to continue as normal, same customs, traditions, ways, beliefs, values. That doesn't happen in the real world. What happens, large numbers of new arrivals, they end up replacing the host community where they've settled. It's getting really busy now. I'll keep this short and sweet. So the same applies to our glorious city. You can't just replace the Scouse fam with new Scousers and everything will just carry on as normal. That's not what happens. What happens is the new culture replaces the Scouse culture with its own, right? They may be still living, they may be living here in Liverpool, but it will never be the same. Like I've said, Whitechapel, East End of London, right? They didn't replace the original Cockney host with a super form of Cockney. I've said that right? They replaced it with a completely different one. No more Cockney sparrows fly over London. Like I say, we all know why. So it's important we oppose further cultural change of our glorious cities. Like I've said, cite one example across the country where new arrivals have culturally transformed a community, town or city, and it's remained exactly the same. It still has its unique Brummie, Yorkshire or Cockney character and identity. Nowhere. It doesn't exist, because that's not what happens. What happens is the host community and its culture is replaced by the one that new arrivals bring with them. So that's why it's in all our interest, ladies and gentlemen, to oppose further cultural change of our glorious city, because if we don't, long term, it poses a threat to our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. And like I've said, once it's changed, there is no changing it back. It is gone for good. It is gone forever. Like other long-standing proud communities, they put faith in their politicians, took their eye off the ball, didn't have a Joe Owens in their corner, and the rest is history. Them places have been changed. They will never be changed back to their originality, their uniqueness as they were known for, right? That's what happens with cultural change. It's not Joe Owens having a go at anyone. It's not me trying to exclude anyone. Small amounts of new arrivals could have quite easily fitted into our glorious city and been part of something special, but that's not what's happened. Too many have been dispersed in our city, and we're losing our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. A typical example of this is in Kensington and Fairfield. Is Kensington and Fairfield more of a Scouse community? Well, the answer is no. You know it's not, right? Cultural chaos reigns there. And so to save all the Scouse communities from the same fate as Kensington and Fairfield, we must oppose further cultural change. And we do this at election time. Remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you.